Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be Date Women from Other Countries. Got an email here from a viewer. He says, "Hey Coach," he says, "one of the reasons why I think it's so hard for many American men to implement your advice is a subtle anti-male bias that has creeped into American culture in the past 30 years, which has had the net effect of re-engineering views of gender relations for the benefit of women, all at the expense of men." He says, "Living abroad or dating foreign women should be part of every American man's development. It really can help cure the feminist conditioning we undergo here in the U.S." Well, the thing that I love about dating women from other countries is they're different. They're exotic. They usually have different accents. And then the cool thing about it is you're thinking, wow, I love listening to her talk. I love her accent. The thing that you don't think about is that she's thinking the same thing about you because your voice sounds so different than the average guy that she's used to meeting. And so that is, in a way, makes you stand out. It's kind of like a peacock's peacock, if you will. It shows how you're different. It shows that you're unique. It shows that you're special. And will cause a woman, like if you're traveling in a foreign country, when she finds out that you're from America, or if you run into somebody and they're from the UK, or they're from Australia, or China, or Austria, or wherever it happens to be, they're going to have a different accent, and they're just interesting and fascinating to talk to because they come from a completely different culture, different laws, different backgrounds, different types of cities, different kinds of people. It's different when you're with somebody like that. And it can be unique and fun and exciting. And I agree with you in a lot of ways with what you say here, is because when you look at what's on TV and what's in the movies, I mean, it presents an archetype of what a male is supposed to act like that's not even close to reality, or not in any way close to the way a masculine man is supposed to act in a way that actually creates attraction with women. And so the other thing that makes it hard is that when you got almost everybody in society has been taught and brought up to think a certain way, and then you do something that's the exact opposite or goes against the conventional norms, everybody around you is going to start attacking you, and because you're going to stand out like a sore thumb, and they're going to put you down, they're going to make fun of you. And so, especially a new guy learning this stuff for the first time, and say, like attracts like. And so if you're a guy and you don't have a lot of success with women, you've never had much success with women, you may only have one or two guys that you actually know that have some kind of level of success with women, and the rest of them are just as clueless as you are. And so misery tends to love company. And so when you start putting yourself out there and trying new things, applying the stuff that I teach, sometimes you're going to get people that are putting you down or making fun of you, because when they see you succeeding in an area that they're not succeeding in, it makes it really uncomfortable for them, because in a way, you're a giant reflection of how they're not succeeding in the ways that they really want to be succeeding. And so the longer you do this, it's like a bright light in their face all the time. If they can get you to stop what you're doing or give up and give in and be just as mediocre and lame as they are, then they feel comfortable about themselves. Then they feel like they don't feel uncomfortable anymore, because then they just figure, oh, well, it's only certain people, it's rich and famous people that get to experience all that kind of stuff. I could never have any of that, and you could never have that either. And I'm really glad to see that you came back down to reality, and you're not trying to date really ultra pretty, beautiful women that you really like, and you should just be settle and get the best that you can and just hope for the best and hope it all works out for you so you can be mediocre like them, because most people tend to major in minor things in life. And so it makes it really hard. And when I look back over the last several decades of my life, is I've had a lot of friends, I've had a lot of business contacts, business partners, business associates, acquaintances, people that I thought were my friends, that as I grew and I applied new things in my life, people that tended to not support who I was or who I wanted to become, as I was younger, I tended to tolerate that stuff because I still had a low self-esteem. I still felt like, hey, it's okay to tolerate that, because deep down, I didn't feel like I deserved to have the kind of friends that really loved me and supported me for me. And so as I became older and I became more comfortable and confident in my own skin and got to the point where I really didn't give a fuck what other people think about me anymore, then those people that reacted negatively when I started a new business that I was just an idea on a cocktail napkin, or changed careers or changed job or started dating a really amazing woman, those people that weren't supportive of that or that were negative or worse, were talking shit about me behind my back, I just slowly stopped hanging out with them and made new friends with people that supported who I was. And as I've gotten older, my group of friends has gotten a lot smaller, significantly smaller, but the quality of the relationships is a lot deeper. The people that are in my life now are people that I know that I can count on, people that I know that actually love and support me and nurture me. And at the end of the day, the quality of your life is going to be in direct proportion to the quality of the people who you consistently spend your time with. And, you know, like today, to give you an example, it's like I went to a place and I was having some pizza, I was having some beer, and I took a picture of it. I posted it on my Facebook fan page. And the thing I was looking at is that it's amazing with technology. I mean, literally, my office can pretty much be anywhere. The only time, obviously, that I really have to be in the studio or in a quiet place is obviously when I'm shooting video and I'm using lights and equipment and all that stuff. But other than that, I mean, even my coaching sessions, sometimes I do them on the road, I do them in the car, I can do them from the beach. I mean, it's unbelievable to have that kind of freedom and being able to explore. And so you should look at yourself and your life is like an adventure, like you're an explorer. And the good news is that you get to decide what direction you want to move in. You get to decide what things you want to do with your life. You get to decide what kinds of things you're going to be curious about and interested in, and hobbies, you know, things that are emotionally compelling to you. You should move in that direction towards those things. Like attracts like. If you don't have friends that support you in doing the things that you want to do, then go hang out at the kind of places, join the kinds of organizations, go hang out at the social type spots where the kind of people that are into the same kinds of things that you are hang out. Because the chances of you meeting somebody who has similar interests, similar goals, similar values in those situations goes up dramatically. And again, the quality of your life is going to be a direct proportion to the quality of the people who you consistently spend your time with. And so you go hang out with new and interesting people. You just never know who you're going to meet. And that's what I love about being out. And the thing that I love, like what I do now versus back when I was in real estate, it was nice because I used to go out and show houses and stuff like that. But a lot of what we did was office type work, having buyer's consultations. And so there was a lot of stuff where I was sitting in the office all the time. And the thing I love about what I do now, I mean, I literally, anywhere I go is my office. So any restaurant or beach or the mall or wherever the hell I am that I want to hang out and do some work, I can do it. And I always meet really fascinating, really interesting people. Circulation is the key to the universe. Circulation is the key to life. And so you get out there and you circulate and you move around, you're going to meet new people and encounter new people. And you get outside your comfort zone. You get outside your normal group of people that you hang out with. If you're having a hard time meeting women or making new friends, you're in a new city, get out and circulate. Get yourself, if you've got a cell phone and you can do a lot of work remotely, then turn your cell phone into a Wi-Fi hotspot. And then you can literally travel anywhere and work from anywhere and be out, move around and circulate and talk to people and meet people. It's just amazing. You get out there, it makes it a lot easier when you're always circulating to meet people. But when you're stuck in a stuffy office all day, or you're stuck in your house, or worse, you're sitting at home on a Friday night and you're fucking playing video games or something, or watching TV or something, you can't meet anybody new. You can't experience life and the gifts and the blessings that are out there if you're not out moving around and bumping into other people. Like I said, look at life like you're an explorer and it's an adventure, and you literally should be focused on creating a life and a lifestyle that you've always wanted. It may take you 10 or 20 years to develop and build the ideal life for you, but the idea is to start moving in the direction of something that's emotionally compelling and exciting, because when things get difficult, that's when most people give up. And that's why you got to make sure you choose something that you really love and you have a passion for. Because if you're just doing something for the money, then when things get hard or difficult, you'll either give up or you won't really do what's necessary in order for you to become great at it. Because in order to become great at something, in order to become exceptional at something, in order to build a great company like an Apple or a Google, you have to have a relentless focus on repetition and constantly trying to improve yourself and get better and deliver the highest quality product or service that just completely blows away what your competition and what everybody else happens to be offering. Something to think about. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several weeks to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for whatever electronic device you want to read my book on. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, or my ebook, you can show your appreciation right now by going to my website, and on the Wibiya toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.